to Nashville. Our score 58-55. It is Murray State on top, and Basketball Junkies rejoice. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues in full swing tomorrow night. Action at 7:30 from the Metro Atlantic. Then the Missouri Valley Conference following that, and the West Coast Conference Championship after that. And we are back to play, and let's do that. 3-point game about to go under 3 minutes left. Way outside is Reese, and not going to get it to go as Ely will come up with the long carry.
Well, a long shot. Shot clock winding down.
Southeast Missouri, as John mentioned, the guards have gone cold. Branson back in the lineup. They need somebody to get something going because it's been a while since they scored a field goal. And that's an answer right there.
And no double team. Surprising they cleared it out. They got it to Ely, no double team, and he made the aggressive move. He has 18 on the night.
58-57, the Racers of Murray State.
Now Ely has to get back defensively. Makes the double team. He's hurt. I don't know if he hurt his ankle or his knee, but he's hurt. But Ely is really hurt.
He is really limping, and he gets a block there. On the follow, Virgil fights for it. He calls a timeout with 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Ely, it looks as though it is an ankle.
Well, they need to get someone down there.
Well, maybe a cramp. He's grabbing for his calf.
Yeah, you're probably right. What an afternoon he has had. I've got him for 19 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. See if they can stretch out that calf muscle.
Yesterday down in Austin.
They call that Hilton Magic up there, don't they, Ron?
Yeah.
And sometimes they pull some games out that people wouldn't think they'd win.
19 points, 16 rebounds, and as John mentioned, 7 assists for Bud Ely, who is still down, and it would appear that it is nothing more serious than a cramp. But the serious nature of this one, to the folks from Southeast Missouri, will he be okay? Can they use him anymore in this last 2:11? It does not appear so.
Well, that's the tough part. Once you cramp up, it's hard to get it loose enough to be able to run, especially in the calf area. They'll see if they can work on him on the sideline. 2:11 left in this ball game. Now it puts some pressure on Brian Bunch to come in defensively and be a force inside.
And right now, everybody has got to play smart in this last 2 minutes. No individual, no dumb plays. Jumper, that's going to be well short. Cotton will come away with the basketball.
Another early shot by Reese. Probably didn't need it. Gary Garner wants timeout, wants a full timeout. He wants to talk things over.
So 1:56 left in our championship. In Southeast Missouri with a full timeout. Well, the big guy, will he be able to come back in his last 1:56? It does not appear so. We'll be back with more from Nashville after this. First half, they've taken care of business in the second half. But shooting, Murray State 10 of 29, Southeast Missouri 11 of 29.
Not surprising when you get in championship games. It becomes a defensive battle. Players playing hard. Bud Ely is back in the lineup.
So we'll see how long the big fella can go.
And I would expect him to get a touch on this offensive possession.
Well, I think he should. Shot clock is at 21.
They didn't double team him the last time down.
They go inside to Roderick Johnson. It is blocked by Spencer.
Great defensive play by a guy with 4 personal fouls.
So Towns has it. About to go to 1.5 minutes left in the championship. Murray State wanting desperately to score on this trip. They lead by 1. Spencer, here comes the double team, and quickly off that gets the shot away and cannot get it, and it's 1 shot and out as again Roderick Johnson comes down with a rebound.
Spencer got away with a hook to get into the middle of that lane. Boy, what a possession. Straight man-to-man defense all game long for Murray State. Corey Johnson has not hit a basket 0 of 3. He's the kind of guy, though, if he gets loose, he'll still shoot it and knock it in.
You're right. That's the dangerous situation. He's 0 of 3.
And Cunningham's done a nice job on it.
Shot clock is at 4. They let him go through the lane, gets his own tip, and Ely with the ball and a foul, and let's see who they got. If it's Spencer, he's out of here.
I think they might have gotten Virgil.
Yep, it's going to be Virgil.
Caused by the senior Con Cotton, the penetration and the dribble. Missed with the left hand and then tipped it. Another opportunity that Ely Got the rebound.
Third foul on Virgil. For Spencer, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and of course he's playing with 4 fouls.
That last free throw by Ely was like he was 90% foul shooting. That was smooth.
Well, you know, John, down the stretch, what you don't want to do, is that is off the mark. Spencer with the rebound. We're tied at 58. You don't want to foul the guards of Southeast Missouri because they are very good at the line.
And now there's a difference of 13 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Murray State will simply run their offense to try to get a good look. 15 now left on the shot clock. Remember, Isaac Spencer has been the guy that causes havoc for Southeast Missouri.
Reese, 7 seconds down to 6. Now it's 5. And it looks as though they look for Reese to take the shot, and he nails it.
He hit the big one in Cape Girardeau that won that ball game.
12 seconds down to 11. And it is a timeout called by Gary Garner at Southeast Missouri. They have 11 seconds to make a decision. It's a full timeout. And can they tie this game, or can they shoot the 3 and head to the big dance?
Aubrey Reese, another difficult shot. He goes to his right, the high archer, the reaction of tournament play. Aubrey Reese, the second time he has done this to Southeast Missouri. Although this time there's 11 seconds left. When he did at Cape Girardeau, there was only 1/10 of a second left.
Well, 2 close games during the regular season, and now here in the championship game in Nashville. It's been a thing where Southeast Missouri had momentum in this ball game probably for the first 28 minutes or so. Then Murray State really started to come on, but Southeast Missouri has maintained their composure and done an outstanding job.
Yeah, Gary Garner and his staff knew that they could keep the game in the low 60s. They had an opportunity to win. Murray State's a team that averages nearly 80 points a ball game. And I tell you what, Semo's done everything they've had to do, but Reese now puts the big shot up. If you're Semo, handle the basketball, get a good look. It doesn't have to be a 3. Put it inside, take it to the glass if you have an opportunity.
Southeast Missouri just 2 years ago, a Division II school. And boy, for them to get an opportunity to make it to the big dance truly would be a dream come true for the young men from Murray State. 10 straight times they have been in this championship game in this conference, and 8 of the last 12 they have won and gone to the NCAA. Not many folks sitting in this arena. Murray State 60-58, looking for their 27th win on the year. They're 26-5, and for Southeast Missouri, they're 20-8. This right now, the most important 11 seconds of their season, as Murray State with a 2-point margin. Cotton in the backcourt.
Cotton versus Reese has been a great matchup.
He'll take the 3. And nailed it. Wow. 5.1 seconds left. Southeast Missouri with a 1-point lead.
How deep was that 3? Reese was just getting set defensively to challenge Cotton, and Cotton simply jumped up and knocked it in. Look at this, defensively, just getting set, fires up. Holy smokes, how deep is that?
John, that's 25 feet. Wouldn't you say?
Look at the reaction. I was going to say, I'm not sure that's a shot. Holy smoke.
So Cotton with his 10th point, actually his 13th point. 4 players for Southeast Missouri in double figures. Cotton with 13, 10 for Roderick Johnson, Branson with 18, and Ely with 20. And for Murray State, Towns with 10, Reese with 14, Spencer with 15, and Virgil with 16. So 4 players as well for them in double figures. But right now, 5.1 seconds left, and the Racers, well, their string is in jeopardy.
And plenty of time to push the ball up the floor by the dribble. 5 seconds is an eternity. Obviously, NCAA fans will remember Tyus Edney against Missouri, 4.8 seconds. We saw
the other night in Lawrence, Kansas, we saw a situation of don't take for granted that the officials won't blow the whistle, and both teams are in the bonus.
And we'll see some teams like to pass it up to half court, call another timeout. The quickness of Aubrey Reese, he can bring it on the dribble.
Well, another timeout has been called, this one taken by Southeast Missouri. They wanted to see who was going to be on the floor and a look at the alignment. And it appears as though it's a 20-second timeout. And Southeast looked as though they were coming out to defend. They were going to try to stop the pass rather than set up down floor and give them an opportunity to come easily to midcourt.
Well, put some more pressure on. The tough thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get caught reaching and fouling.
Gary Garner, I think, what, a 1975 graduate of the University of Missouri.
He played in Missouri under Norm Stewart. He coached at Missouri as an assistant. He won a national championship at Fort Hays State, NCAA Division II.
The last 5.1 seconds, and here we go. Reese down to 2 seconds, down to 1, puts up the running jumper. He got it! He got it! Unbelievable!
Aubrey Reese again.
I'm speechless, and I guarantee you, the kids and fans from Cape Girardeau are speechless. Let's look one more time.
Reese hit the one to put him ahead by 1. Now watch this shot. Loves to go to his right. Ely can't force him the other way. Look at this thing. Off balance, one arm falling down. Nothing but the bottom.
Gary Garner, and that picture right there says it all. As you look at Reese, you'll see programs coming out of the stands as the Southeast Missouri fans were throwing debris at him, but he is taunting them right now. But the most important thing for this Murray State team is, at the buzzer, they win it 62-61. One more time.
And this is why, although it's the only 28th of February round, this is why it's March Madness. Winners and losers, and this is an unbelievable shot.
And he has to get it over a 6'10" man to get the shot off, John.
And we talked about Reese all game long. Last year they lost the 2 seniors and led them onto their great season. Aubrey Reese is probably, again, one of the MVPs of this team, and Murray State is dancing once again.
Well, this time last year, as John documented early on in the telecast, he was the number 6 man. They used him primarily as a defensive player. They used him at the 2 spot and also the 1 spot. But this year he has come on with great court leadership. And right there, an example that these Murray State players have a tremendous amount of confidence. They think that until it's taken away, it's going to be theirs, and they believe they can win every time out.
And a tough loss for Gary Garner and his ball club. They did exactly what they had to do to win, except for a young man named Aubrey Reese wouldn't allow Murray State to go home early.